Okay, so we spend this weekends joining a retreat which we call Introductions to Meditation. I hope during this time you learn something about meditation as well as the life. Now it is time for my closing talk. Before I start my closing talk, I selected some questions from the questions box because randomly there are so many questions, but randomly I was thinking about to answer few questions. I selected, yes, 5 questions. We'll try to get some answers for this. The first questions, how do I be a great leader? This is very good questions because we all are leaders, don't you? You don't have a leadership, no? You are leader to yourself, don't you? You are your own boss. You have leadership. Not only that, when you are in your home, you are leader to few people. Sometimes a husband is leader to wife and children. Wife is leader to husband and children. With your co-workers, you have kind of leadership there. When you go to the restaurants, you have a leadership there. With your friends, family members, it doesn't matter. Each time there is some roles for us to play. That is leadership. So, but anyway, we have to know about leadership qualities. For me, in this world, the greatest leader who was the Buddha. How the Buddha became the greatest leader? Through his qualities. The Buddha never asked his followers to follow him. They never. The Buddha never asked his followers to believe him. The Buddha never asked his audience to accept him. These are the real spiritual achievements to be a real leader. Real leader, no need to ask to believe, accept, and to follow him. The leaders who don't have leadership qualities, they are always forcing us, believe me, follow me, accept me. This is not real leadership. This is not real leadership. Leadership means you have good quality, human quality. You should develop your human qualities, then you can develop your leadership qualities. Leadership means not your talkativeness. There are people who can talk, so then we believe them. Oh, he's a very good speaker. So I have to believe him. There are people who are full of power, so then they are asking, you should do this. So because of their power, we ready to do that. But that is not leadership. That is not leadership. Therefore, leadership means first you have to develop your insight. Without developing insight, you can't be a good leader. We use a paragraph to explain the qualities of the Buddha. There are 9 qualities about the Buddha. Arahant, the worthy one. The Buddha is the worthy. What does this mean? He eliminated all defilements from his mind. So then he became a worthy person. Worthy for what? To respect, to expect, and to believe. He's a worthy person. You have some acceptance about your parents. You believe your parents because they have these qualities. They are full of loving kindness for you, compassion for you, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. All these qualities, because of all these qualities, you are believing your parents, your mother, your father. It's quality. So therefore, the Buddha is the worthy one in this world. Because he eliminated all defilements, he became full of loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity, all these qualities through his development, eliminating defilement. So then he's a worthy person. So in this manner, we may not be able to develop our insight, our worthiness like Buddha, but in some degrees, we have to develop. Be a worthy person. That is one of great quality to become leader. In this society, I have wonderful experience. I came to this country to go to university. I was in the university. While I was with these young people in the university, my lifestyle is different, as you know. Every time they have some engagements, they are inviting for many things. We don't want to disturb them. They don't know me, but I can understand them. But I'm out of the country, I'm out of the culture, I'm not grew up with them. So many differences were there. But I did not change my traditions because I have confidence with my traditions, the way how I live. I have confidence about that. So when they are inviting me to go to restaurants, the first things that what they want to decide what they're going to drink. They are making suggestions about kind of liquors, but always I'm joining with them. I'm asking kind of soft drinks, tea or coffee, all these things. And turning back to me, there was a guy, what kind of life that you have? You're not joining? No, I'm joining with you. I'm here with you. What you like, you can have it. These are my choices. Don't worry about me. I was engaging with them. And first time, second time, third time, and later on, they made a decision. Okay, they call me Reverend, not Bante those days, young people. They call Reverend. Okay, next time when we go to restaurants or any places, anywhere we are gathering, we talk ourselves, we make promises for you. We are also not using any alcohol. They changed their behavior. I did not change my behavior. I did not ask them to do that, but they turned to my method. Not this is not my method. This is universal. This is very natural, simple, and humble. Not only that, normally when young people are together, they don't have peaceful words. They're using kind of words, even I don't know those words. But anyway, when we were together, they have been noticing I never use any kind of harsh words. So then they study me, they turn into that style. When I am there, so some guys and also girls, they said, hey, be careful, Reverend is here. They are taming their words. I did not ask, follow him. I did not ask, this is, I did not share with them, this is bad, this is not peaceful. I was living, then they followed me without my request. This is the nature of Dhamma. So leadership is in here. So I, without knowing myself, I did not know I was a leader, but I became a leader there in my classroom. Sometimes perhaps when they have some discussions or debates, so they are suggesting me to lead there. I did not ask you have to choose me as a leader, but they are suggesting me. How all these things happen? This is the Dhamma. This is the nature of universal truth. So how much you can engage with universal truth, your leadership qualities are growing there. Don't worry, wherever you are going, which group that you are associating, what kind of family systems and culture there would be, you don't have to worry about. If you have this universal truth in your life, your leadership qualities are growing. Basically, you can see these leadership qualities through your loving friendliness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. When you are developing these qualities, your anger is managed in yourself. Your jealousy is managed in yourself. Your enemies are going away from you. Your enemies going away from means your bad thoughts are going away from you. You don't have any matters there. You don't have any. These are the real leadership quality. So in future, when you want to select someone as your leader, think about these universal qualities. So then we can make peaceful country, peaceful society, peaceful environments. Because we like to have leaders in our life, not for advices. Seeing their nature, seeing their qualities, we can join with them. This is the importance of this leadership. Not following their guidance by force. If someone asking, you should do this, means that is not real leadership. That is not real leadership. These are coming by laws. These are coming by weapons. We don't want to depend on these laws and weapons as our guidance. So we have to think about our spirituality. We have to think about our wisdom. These are very important. So this is the way how you really can be a good leader for yourself, good leader for others. We don't want to force them. Without forcing them, just sharing your loving friendliness, compassion, sympathy, joy, and equanimity, you can be a very good leader for your family members, for your neighbors, for your co-workers, and also for the country. Okay, I hope you got some idea. There are many things that we clinging to that we know are impermanent, yet we still clinging or craving after them. Is it our inability to see impermanence or our desire? Yeah, this is the nature of our mundane situations, mundane mind. No one is enlightened yet. We are in the process and we are in the practice. So, during the practice, what is the main important thing for us? Develop our mindfulness. When the person is mindful, so right away, he can connect with wholesome and unwholesome things. seeing wholesome things, developing interest to apply that wholesome things, so then you can control your unwholesome thoughts. Living in this practice, so mainly we have to develop our mindfulness through our applications, generosity, precepts, and meditation. These are the three applications that we can practice, apply. So each and every moments we can apply these applications if you are wise enough and if you are mindful to understand the situations. Around the world, as you know, people are talking about their rights, human rights, children rights, women rights, animal rights, but no one talking about obligations. Before talking about rights, think about the obligations. Then you can change the system completely. Rights are coming through the books. Obligations are coming through your spiritual development. Spiritual development. Rights are always can decide by someone else. Okay, this is right, this is wrong. How you can, I mean, for example, just think about if someone coming and asking me now in this moment, stop your talk. It disturbed me. That is his rights. But is it correct? Also, someone has difficulties, then come and ask me to stop the talk. That is his rights. But it is not wholesome. It is not correct. So therefore, rights are not correct all the time. I have personal beliefs through my practice. For example, your parents are getting old, they don't have real supports from children. So then parents are asking, I want to go to see the doctor, please take me. But you are busy, you say, no mom, no dad, I'm working, I'm busy. Please call Uber, please call other assistant facilities. So that son or daughter is right. That is his or her rights. But is it correct? When you were infant, did they say so? When you are crying because you have fever or any other difficulties, mom, I want to go hospital. You did not ask even to go to hospital. You don't have that ability. But they decided that you need some medical support. Then they took hospital, postponing their all other activities. But when they are turned into that situations, you are talking about your rights. So who is correct? Who is wholesome? So therefore, if we are mindful, if you are developing your insight, growing your spirituality, so using that qualities, we can practice in this world without making trouble ourselves. Things, clingings, it's the nature of our mundane mind. Things are clinging. Oh, that is beautiful, that is good, that is right, that is wrong. All these are clinging. But we don't want to worry about that clinging. We have to be mindful. What is the most important way that I can handle it? Being mindful, managing our clinging and all other unwholesome or wholesome thoughts, benefits for all of us. This is the nature of wise person. This is the nature of wise person. So at the end, we have to live in the society with other people who don't know Dharma, who don't know the nature, who don't know the universal truth. So how you can manage it? So we have some limits there. We have to apply all the limits. We have to be there mindful. We have to be mindful there. So clinging is not bad. Creating unwholesome things because of that clings, that is the worst part. We can see beautiful flower. We can hear nice music. Even last evening, when I finished my talks, going out to the place where the volunteer was, they finished their works 11, almost 11 p.m. They came all the way from New York, spending their time, spending their energy, spending their money and everything to practice their Dhamma, generousness. And while I'm there was a person who was working on some music industry. He had done a new song. He wanted to show me that music. He wanted to give me to listen to that. I did not refuse it. Yes, play it. I was joining with him and then I appreciate him. Oh, yes, very nice. I don't know anything about music. But I said it's nice because it's nice. I'm not clinging. I'm not asking to have that music again and again. But at that moment, I enjoy with them. So in this manner, enjoy with others. But don't try to develop your ownership or this is mine. You're not supposed to take it. This is the mistake. Enjoy the moment, but don't try to develop your ownership there. Don't try to claim your ownership. That is the problem. That is the problem. But there are some situations you have to keep your ownership. But this is my children, keep that ownership. This is my wife, this is my husband, keep that ownership. But clinging is the nature of our mind who not attain enlightenment, who not eliminate all defilements. Clinging is not bad, but because of that nature, you are developing your ego. That is the problem. That is the problem. So therefore, try to control your ego as much as you can. Connecting with the nature, universal truth, you can manage your ego. I mean, this question is also related to that. Can you please explain more about pleasure? Is in oppositions to the mindfulness and not part of the beauty and joy of the life. No, mindfulness is not against the pleasure. We can enjoy, we can be happy, we can do some connect with the entertainment. It does not matter with your mindfulness. Mindfulness is the skill that we can use to drive into right directions. While you are enjoying seeing something or listening to something, if you are turning into right directions, benefits for yourself and others, that is mindfulness. That is mindfulness. Don't try to refuse all these entertainments. It is not happening. As I mentioned about that story who came to see the Buddha, who was explaining, I mean, through the music and a song about his girlfriend, the Buddha did not refuse it. Buddha did not ask, okay, don't play anything in here. He said, yes, please play it. I like to hear you. And then Buddha appreciate. Your words are very excellent. Your musics are very excellent. The way how you collect together music, your words and your voices, it made wonderful things in here. Buddha appreciate him about his skills. That is kind of introverts. It's different. So the people who are developing their insight, their spirituality, they can enjoy things, same things that we enjoy in different level. In different level. For example, seeing flowers. Flowers are beautiful for everybody most of the time. Seeing flower, someone can enjoy the environment, say how beautiful this environment is. So then that person don't want to move that flower. Where the flowers are, keep it there, that person can enjoy. But there are people who want to pick that flower, take it to home, keep in their places. That is the way how they enjoy. Seeing things as they are, we can enjoy at that moment. So this difference is the difference of your spiritual growing. Spiritual growing. So therefore, clinging is not bad, enjoying is not bad, but we have to be mindful to enjoy there without developing our greed, hatred, anger, or jealousy. That is the most important. Without developing these unwholesome thoughts, if you can enjoy that moment, that is your skillfulness. That is your mindfulness. We as a mundane, yes, of course. Yeah. Dear friends, we have some kind of some misunderstanding part, even about the normal life in your life. You have sometimes misunderstanding, oh, I'm practicing Dhamma, I'm a meditator, so therefore I'm not supposed to engage with these mundane activities. That is wrong. That is wrong. During the Buddha's time, the very famous characters were there. One is Visakha, a lady named Visakha. She married, she had 16 kids. She married, she had 16 kids, who attained Sotapanna, the first level of sainthood. There was a person, Ugagopati, who attained third level of sainthood. Anagami. Sometimes Buddha asking monks to go to him to have Dhamma discussions, learn something from him. He was living with his wife. So even this sex life also not something prohibited. Don't think while you are living in this lay life practicing Dhamma, you're not supposed to engage with any sexual act. No, right way. Do it right way without hurting anybody. You can enjoy there. You can enjoy as a layperson listening to music, dancing, all these things, but make boundaries and limits. The Buddha never asked lay people not to do any of these things. That is the nature of lay life. Even in last life of the Buddha, he married, he had a kid. He married when he was 16 years old, not 25. He made a baby when he was 29, and the day that the baby born, he decided, okay, now my wife is busy with the baby. This is the best time to go away from them, protecting there and providing all the facilities. Then King Siddhartha decided to go away from them to practice himself. And then they met together few years later. Not abandoning. They did not abandon. The Buddha came back and helped Siddhartha, Rahula, as well as Yasodhara and also Prabhupada delivering Dhamma. They all attained enlightenment. So therefore, don't misunderstand the Dhamma. Oh, I'm practicing mindfulness, so you wife, you go away, you husband, you go away. Don't do that kind of things. That is not Buddhism. When you have time to go to movie, go movie. When you have time to go to any musical show, go and enjoy there. When you have time to go with your family members a picnic, do it. Be mindful. That is the important thing. Okay? Don't try to apply monk's life when you are living in lay life. This is the important thing. Monk's life are different. But lay life, you can enjoy with these things without clinging, without developing your ego. That is the most important skills if you can develop. Okay? Are those who have experienced more or deeper suffering, poverty, violence, death? Are concept, poverty, violence, and death. All these are concept. How much you develop your ego, that much suffering would be there with these concepts. Death and violence, all these are poverty. It's depending on the person's mentality. There's a kind of literature, story coming from a literature. There was a king who wanted to find out the happiest person in his kingdom. Then he sent messenger to find who is the happiest person in my kingdom. All the messengers went away, finding the happiest person. First, they went to the richest person in the country and then check with him, are you happiest person? Are you happy now? Oh, he was explaining so many things. The share market is upside down. It's so many difficulties these days. I lost almost 100 billions, 1,000 billions. He was very upset. But he has wife, children, luxurious house, luxurious car, even the jet, everything is there. But thinking about share market, he's upset. He's not happy. Then he went to other places like normal people. So many complaints was there. They were not happy. Somehow, at the end, that one of messenger was very, he was very tired himself. He wanted to rest himself a little bit. While he was sitting in a park, there was a beggar, homeless person. He don't have anything. Just he has a small, I think, sleeping bag and piece of cloth. Even the shirt is not good, proper one. It has a lot of patch already. So keeping all these things, he was there. While they were meeting, that messenger wanted to just to share few ideas. How are you? Normally we do as human beings, no? He checked with that person. He wanted to just start to communicate with him. There wasn't any purpose. And then, how are you? Oh, excellent day, eh? I'm very happy. Then that messenger was surprising. He was looking someone who is happy. So then this guy who is homeless is happy. And then he started to talk with him. Then he was telling about all these things. What about the prices are going up in the market? What do you think? Oh, nothing to worry about. That is the nature of that price. But I don't worry about that. I'm very happy. What do you think about living cost in here? Is it affecting you? No. When I'm going here and there, people are helping me. When I have, when I'm hungry, if someone can give me donuts, that's enough for me. So thank you very much for that. I'm very happy. So what about electricity bill? No, I don't want to worry about. I'm living under these lights. But daytime I have natural lights. Night times they are turning on these lights. I'm very happy about that. Movie, yeah. Sometimes when I'm moving, some places they have TVs. I'm watching movies there. I'm very happy. So then the messenger decided, okay, he's the happiest person in the kingdom. He took him to the king. So happiness is not regarding the facilities that you have. Happiness is the way how you are thinking. Therefore, poverty, violence, death, those things are not important. When something happens, when someone departing from us, we are crying because we don't like to depart from that person. Why we are not like? Because we are very ego to get his supports. That is the secret. We have desire to keep that person because he's supporting my life. If that one is not supporting my life, I'm wishing about his death all the time. But that person is supporting, that's why I don't like to depart from him. That is my problem, my ego. Death become sorrow, lamentation, and mourning because my ego. So therefore, when we are developing our mindfulness and gaining wisdom, we don't shake in our mind because of poverty, because of violence, because of death. Because it's the nature. It's the nature. We don't want to worry about never ending that suffering if we are worried. When I meditate, I often see bright color lights, not visualizing anything, just experiencing luminous colors outside my body. Is this nimitta? This is not nimitta, but this is normal. What you're supposed to do, you have to continue with your main meditation object. That is the only thing. In here, there is something happening because our body is a part of this water elements, fire elements, earth elements, and all these elements. Mind is not part of the elements. When you are developing your mind, the body system chemistry starting to change in different ways. The body chemistry changing. So there are so many things would be there regarding that changes. So something appearing as a lights, something appearing as some kind of feelings, something there would be as some kind of difficulties or a happy way or unhappy in different ways, but it doesn't matter. Either way, what is happening there, you don't want to care about that. Focus on your practice because we want to go beyond that. Beyond that. So therefore, there would be some kind of situations in your practice. So what you mentioned in here, bright color lights, not visualizing, but anything, just experiencing luminous colors outside my body. It's normal. You don't want to worry about. You don't want to develop your fear about it. It is normal. Focus on your practice. Don't pay attention about that colors or sometimes there would be sounds. Don't pay attention. Continue your practice. That is important. Then you can go beyond that. You see the truth. Okay. Change in this body chemistry, there would be some kind of different experiences. It is the nature because our mind can change this body chemistry. It is possible. It is possible. But you don't want to worry about. Okay. So anyway, selecting few questions I already answered. I think these are different from the questions that we already discussed. So that's why I wanted to take these things in this moment. But anyway, during this retreats, uh, we got a lot of informations through our talks and a lot of practice. These things that we discuss in here are not the things that you can hear from your boss, not the things that you can hear from your friends, family members, and particularly uh, the season is coming about Thanksgiving and Christmas. During that time, you can't hear these things. And not only that, even the president's speech, he's not going to speech about these things. He's not going to give a speech about these things. Here, any other leaders, they are not going to talk about these things. So therefore, what we have to do, it means we don't have background supports for our practice. So then what we have to do, we have to connect with this message. How you can connect? Being mindful, listening to other scholars' talks regarding these things. Without believing, analyzing and analyzing, using your mind power, you can understand something, and understanding something, apply and develop your energy and effort to continue this practice. This is very important. So in here, Bhavana Society, we are waiting for you to see again, come back again, practice with us, and help others to practice and continue their practice. And you also can develop your energy, and you can help others to develop their energy too. So this is the way how we can share things. So don't forget about practicing generosity, observing precepts, and meditation. These three things go together. For what? To develop mindfulness, to develop concentration, to gain wisdom. So these are the achievements. These are the goals that we're supposed to achieve: mindfulness, concentration, and wisdom. What are the applications? Practicing generosity, observing precepts, and meditations. So these three things are the applications. So each and every moment while you are living in these hustle bustle situations, try to apply these applications. So you are seeing your progress through your happiness, you can encourage yourself to continue. There would be anybody to encourage you about your practice, but you have to develop that energy yourself, seeing and enjoying the results. This is the important message that I want to share with you. So thank you very much for joining with us. One thing, at the beginning of this